Imagine you're scrolling through your hard drive, searching for something you lost, like a picture of a long-lost relative, or maybe even a video that you haven't seen in years. In this video, we will talk about lost videos from the old era of YouTube and video in general. Some of these videos having darker undertones than other YouTube videos you'd find on the website now. This is the scariest videos you can find on YouTube.
I didn't fucking do anything. I didn't do anything.
Our first video in our list is under the name The Press Files. The video starts off with a government warning saying, "Warning, this is a top secret US government video. Viewing beyond this point can lead in jail time for 2 billion years." After that, a picture of the US seal appears on screen for just a brief moment. What follows that warning is disturbing. Some text appears on screen stating, in mid-2001, the LAPD received a disturbance call in the middle of the night coming from the Jackson household. The next piece of text that comes up states that the call in question was made by Michael Jackson, stating that someone has broken into his home and has been pretending to be him. After 5 days of searching, the suspect was found. These are the images of Mr. Jackson and the suspect. Now, it's safe to assume at this point that this is only a single occurring case of just some crazed fan look-alike that broke into Michael Jackson's house and thought they could live the exact life of Michael Jackson. This is further from the truth. The video continues on with another case coming from the Presley household instead in mid-1960. After 20 days of searching, the suspect was found, looking even more odd than the suspect from previous. The video goes on to relay even more information that police stations around the entire US has been getting the same type of call in the same vein of the previously mentioned. This is when the video begins to take a turn, as it starts to mention that there were cases like the previous ones, but this is when the imposter, aka the suspect as named in the other entries, have replaced the person. One of which being a famous streamer, Germa985. The case was only brought to light though when the viewers noticed that this man that they're watching is not the same man from 6 years ago. The second case, where the main person has been replaced by the suspect, is one of another streamer by the name of Josh. Again, this was caught by the viewers when they realized he looked oddly different and had a different demeanor towards his audience. As the video goes on, it continues to explain the idea that there is a force that creates these fake people only to ruin the reputation of the main person. And not only that, but just to sell more magazines.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
I'm ready.
SpongeBob SquarePants finally premieres on Nick this Saturday morning at 10/9 Central. Be there and be square!
Our next video in the list goes by the name The Bubble Stand Incident. The contents of the video explain on October 13th of 1999, the Nickelodeon channel broadcast a rerun of the second episode of its flagship series, SpongeBob SquarePants. Though, something is a bit off with this rerun, as it's not the normal Bubble Stand episode, but it's in fact altered to a completely disturbing and absolutely horrific way that completely differs from the original Bubble Stand episode. And for years, this episode, or at least this version of the Bubble Stand episode, has not aired for years. And this video, it shows this footage as shown on that very night. Video discretion is advised. After finding this video, I was able, through some networks and some researching, to find one of the people that broadcasted this episode on that very day. This is the interview, with censors, of course, to protect the individuals mentioned in this interview. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for letting me on your YouTube show or whatever.
So, would you like to tell me your name? Because you didn't mention that in the email.
Oh yeah, my name is, I'm assuming you're gonna bleep that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wouldn't want randos on your YouTube show or whatever to email me.
Of course.
Find my address.
Of course.
They can do that with your name, right?
Some can if they really hate you.
Yeah.
Anyways, would you like to tell me how you got into the broadcasting business?
Well, originally I wanted to be a stockbroker, but one day I hit a man with my car, and he was like, "Well, I'm not gonna make you pay me, but I will make you come work for my broadcasting agency." And I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked there for about 9-10 years, maybe.
Alright. Would you like to tell me what was leading up to the incident? Anything strange that happened?
Well, I mean, for the most part, it was a pretty normal day. I got there, I ate my breakfast, I sat down for our regularly scheduled programming, and at about, 9:30, our coworker Jim comes in all crazy-eyed, babbling about some bubble stand or something. We all just thought he was drunk, didn't put much fucking mind to it. Figured he'd go pass out in the bathroom or something and we'd get on with our day. We didn't really think it would be, an omen of any sort, but now, of course, we know it kinda was.
I heard somewhere on the internet that that somewhere you got a video. You got sent the videos of the episodes on tapes, correct? Just checking.
That is correct. We would get them all in a big box at the start of the week. We wouldn't go through them. We had a team of guys who would just skim through it all, make sure it was what the label said, made sure no one had tampered with it, and yeah.
Alright, cause reading my sources, I heard that apparently someone in the middle of the night or morning, you said you come in the morning, correct?
That is correct.
That someone, not from any of the offices, might have tampered with one of the boxes or brought something in, and they were very crazed like the other person, and they kept on saying something like millions must fry, and they brought in the tape that was the bubble stand, which might have been what your coworker was mentioning. Is any of that correct? Any mention of that you heard in the office? Millions must fry.
Well, from what I heard, the guy actually said billions must fry.
Billions.
Which, if anything, just made us take him even less seriously. I wasn't a full witness to his presence, of course. I mean, I don't deal with incoming tapes, but I did hear from a couple guys that apparently some delivery guy that looked all disheveled and fucked up came in one day and said something about how they accidentally left a tape behind or something. And from what I heard, he just dropped that thing on the floor and ran. I don't think anybody ever saw that delivery man again, if I'm being frank.
Do you remember what happened the day after, or at least the hours after the episode was aired?
I remember the station had sort of just had a general quiet to it. Wasn't really anything on anybody's minds except what we'd accidentally just aired. We were kind of just stunned. I mean, broadcasting kind of took a break for the rest of the day. Nobody really went home. We all just kind of sat together and wondered what the hell we'd done.
Alright. I have this image I found on a police investigation of the sorts of the situation that we're talking about. Does this image of this plush look any does it bring any like memory up in your head?
I haven't seen that face in a while. You gotta understand, I don't exactly look over the footage of what happened that day very often. But, to answer your question, no, I don't believe we received any plushies of that type. I do know we had a coworker named Ronnie, I think, who was a plushie collector. He would talk about it sometimes, but I mean, he was always on about the weird shit he had in his collection about SpongeBob and all that, so hell, that might just be a question for him. But no, I've never seen it.
Everyone's gone but me. Am I alone? Or am I dead? I hate this place.
Our last and final video of the evening is a video by the name Jack Attack 76. Let's play Blood. Spooky Secret. The description reads, recovered footage from Jack Harold's house computer after it burned down to the ground. We can assume either A, this person's channel is completely lost or forgone by the creator due to their house burning down, or B, this person died. Whatever the case, the video is found and uploaded to YouTube. I'd probably do a really bad explanation of the video, so here's the whole video in its entirety for you to understand, comprehend, and fear.
Hey guys, it's Jack Attack 76 here, and I'm here showing you this pretty epic blood. That's really loud. This epic. Sorry guys, one sec. And we're showing you this neat little blood Easter egg that I just found last night. I was telling my friends about it, and they were like, no way, that's not real. And I said, yes way, it's real. And I'm gonna prove it here with this recording. Now I won't spend too much time doing this. Maybe I'll do a little bit of cutting away, but basics here are we gotta get to the train. Now I don't know about you guys, but Blood is one of my favorite games of all time. I grew up playing a lot of these old shooter games at the time, and this one's just cult classic. Gotta love it, you know? I know all the secrets for these first few maps. Played them so gosh darn much. Alright, so here we are. Now this is where it gets interesting. Come on, Mr. Zombie. There you go.
Fresh victims for the ever-growing army of the undead.
Oops. Excuse me guys, I'm not too good at this game. Closer and closer. I'll be skipping around, of course. This is just a recording, not doing this live. So rest assured, it won't take nearly as long for y'all to see this pretty funny one-liner there. Okay, here's what the secret is, guys. So what you have to do is actually just look at this photo until you hear a specific little sound. And there it is. Okay. So now what we do... Am I out of ammo? No, I'm not. Alright, what we do now is just keep on keeping on. Oops. Uh-oh. We're all good.
I need a key.
Nah. You'll have to excuse me, guys. I may know a lot of secrets, but... Where could that key be?
I need a key.
Where could that key be?
Take it, please.
Oh, there it is. I've always thought this part was particularly spooky. What do you guys think? Alright, we are in business here. Now this.
Looks like my train's coming.
Alright, now here what we do is, first of all deal with the zombie here, obviously, and then, we gotta jib this guy. Alright, so we got so remember guys, the painting, look at the painting until you hear that sound, then jib corpse in this corner. And then the moment what was that? Oh, I guess I'll look back in the recording, see whatever that was. Here we're on the train level. So now what you actually have to do here is just jump right into the way of the train. It seems like this may seem like a really weird, you know, really strange method for a secret, but trust me, it works.
My final thoughts on these 3 videos that I found are that they're scary, completely. When watching these videos, I jumped out of my socks and shit in my pants more than a squirrel does on an afternoon of eating crack. All 3 of these videos are unlisted now, but I can see why. They're too scary. The first video reminds me of Urban Spook and how much nothing there is in the videos. The second video reminds me of people when they steal other people's videos, like game jackers. You ever heard of a game jacker? It's like that. Third video reminds me of Urban Spook with the amount of nothing there is in the video. Anyways, thank you for joining me this evening to watch the scariest videos I found on YouTube.